Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. So today I'll be sharing with you how I made this Ghanaian Bofrot. Yes, please kindly give this video a very big and massive thumbs up, drop your comments and share with your friends so this video can reach a wider audience. Thank you. So in my mixing bowl, I'm going to be adding my flour. So I'm using bread flour for this recipe. You can use all-purpose flour, okay, or plain flour for this recipe. That's okay. So I've gone ahead to add in sugar, salt, baking powder. Yes, you'll need baking powder for this recipe, nutmeg, and yeast. Okay, so I'm going to mix all these are the dried ingredients for this recipe. I'll go ahead and give this a very good mix before I go ahead now and add in the wet ingredients. So I'll be using a stand mixer to knead this dough. Okay, if you don't have a stand mixer, just adding your wet ingredients, then go ahead and knead with your hands. Okay, but since I have a stand mixer, there's no use for me to use my hand. Okay, it makes life easier. So I've gone ahead to add in melted butter, egg, vanilla flavor. So this is yellow food coloring. Yes, it looks orange, but yeah, that's yellow food coloring. Please do not miss that. And this is water. I went ahead and rinsed the spoon for the yellow food coloring, okay, into the water. And now I'll just turn on the stand mixer to the lowest for everything to just mix in, like for the water to mix with the flour, so that it doesn't raise little dust like flour particles all over the place. So I'll just mix this till everything is like mixed. Then later I'll just increase the speed to 2, and when it mixes properly again, then I'll increase the speed again to the middle one, like 3 or 4. So I just wanted to show you what your dough should look like when it's properly done. So at this time, I've been kneading this for like 5 to 10 minutes, and this is what it looks like. Okay, and we want our dough to be stretchy. Okay, you want your dough to be very stretchy. So even if you're using your hand, okay, you're kneading with your hand, please, I want you to knead this till it's stretchy. So you can see there's a big difference now with this present dough and the one I showed you before. You can see how stretchy, like I'm pulling it and it has not still like broken yet. So yeah, this is how I want the dough to look like, and it's properly kneaded now. Okay, so I'll just go ahead now, take this out of the bowl, and I'll cut that into the little sizes I want. So firstly, in my tray, I'll dust my tray with some flour, because as I cut and I mold, I'll just place the dough onto the tray where the dough will rise. So from now, I don't think I have to do much talking. It's just for you to watch and see how I made this. Okay. So at this point I've finished rolling. Okay, so I'll use my kitchen towel to cover this and allow it to rise. So it took almost 2 hours to 2 hours 30 minutes to rise. But if you're in a warmer weather, please, it's going to take a shorter time. But if you're in a cold cooler weather, bear in mind it's going to take a longer time. Okay, and you want this to double in size. So next I'm going to go ahead to fry this Bofrot. So you need low to medium heat to fry this. If you use very low heat, your Bofrot will suck oil. Like, it's not going to be dried, it's just going to absorb oil instead of frying. And if you use high heat, your Bofrot will not cook inside. You have to be very careful while frying your Bofrot. So that's one thing you have to learn with Bofrot. If not, your Bofrot will not cook inside. So you do not want to make that mistake of your Bofrot soaking oil because the temperature is too low or too high and your Bofrot's not cooking inside. So you have to be very attentive to the temperature of your oil. So you have to cook it on low to medium heat so that your Bofrot will cook perfectly and evenly. And this is properly fried now, and I've lined my tray now with paper towel, and I will just take this off the heat and place this good looking Bofrot onto my lined paper towel. So guys, this Bofrot is just a nostalgic snack. Okay, growing up as a child, I loved eating Bofrot. Okay, this was sold sold by young Ghanaian guys. Okay, back then in Lagos, and what we called it was buns. Actually, we didn't even know the actual name of Bofrot, that it was Bofrot. Okay, we called it buns. If you know that the name was Bofrot, please can you let me know in the comment section? Okay, I mean, I'm not talking about the Ghanaians. I mean, those of us that are not Ghanaians was enjoyed eating it. Okay, it brought back memories. And actually, a friend saw this recipe and was like, babe, please, can you just make this? I know you can do this. Can you just make this? Oh my god, I've been craving for it and I would love to try it, especially knowing you're far away from home and you don't know where you can get such a thing, right? Yeah, so I decided to do it. And guys, please, Ghanaians in the house, did I really do well? I'm even like, I'm just hailing myself. I know I did well. Can you see how good this is looking? And it tasted nice as well. So guys, will you try this dry Bofrot? It tastes so good and definitely you would love to have it. I've started eating already. Like, I didn't remember to show you guys. I've already started eating. This tasted so good. Like, it didn't soak oil. It's just perfect. It's dry. The back is like, this just came out so good. Okay, this Bofrot is just the bomb. Like, I ate this Bofrot like, because it's nostalgic. So thank you very much for watching, and please do not forget to like, subscribe, and please share with your friends. Until I see you in my next video, I love you all. Bye.